Hey guys, and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2 with me, your host Rabbit. In our previous episode, we actually didn't accomplish too much, but we did get a nice haul. We ended up finding a few new Kalma, as well as finally finding the egg that will complete our Gnaw Divine Beast collection. I got a little bit excited earlier on in the episode because I thought I had found it on my own, but then at the end of our previous episode, we found another Gnaw Beast egg that may actually be the one we don't have. So I don't know, shenanigans happened, but it worked out okay because we are here and ready to go on to Way of Wind number 3. So let's get going. And it's kind of crazy because obviously I've explored these before, but we just never finished this specific level of the forest. So now we are doing it, and oh gosh, did I get the initiative? No, of course not. But we are starting to tread into territory that is making me a tad bit worried. We have so many people that are ready to be merged, but I just still do not have the upgraded versions of the spells that they are sporting. So for anyone who is curious, why have I not gone back, or why did I not take care of that off camera before running all the way through here? I think 2 episodes ago I did talk about that, but just in case I didn't, I wanted to address it here, that I am well aware that a few people do need their next merging, but we're just not in the position for it right now, which is okay. I mean, we're holding our own. What's probably going to happen is until I have a chance to get caught up here as well as in the water forest or the fire forest, one or the other will be okay with me. I'm going to have to just wait until people are at probably level 20. I think that's the max level anyway, and after that they just pretty much stop amassing XP and points towards their next form, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, the game was very transparent about that. I still think it's a little bit strange, and oh my gosh. No bullshit, no bullshit. That's right. Get wrecked. So we'll see. Oh, I guess in our last episode, to continue, as an afterthought, our recap, we did run into both Gil and Yamu, and they were both excited about a little ornament that Gil did give to Yamu as a present. So he talked a little bit about it being the Spear of Mammon, but he didn't go into detail. It was just another one of those very brief, cutesy little cutscenes that aren't really there for more than just to kind of, I guess, reward you for looking in all of the ogre vines. But there wasn't really any plot progression in our previous episode. So that's probably the succinct way of wrapping up our last episode. Nothing really happened. We got a lot more shit. And even though we saw Gil and Yamu, nothing changed or was really established. So that is the recap. 3 minutes in. Took me a while. I'm a bit scatterbrained today. Work was great. It was productive. It went by very fast. And I feel I'm getting to the point now as well where I'm beginning to establish great work relationships with certain people. I mean, I've always been on very good terms with everyone that I've worked with because I'm just not a very combative person. I mean, if someone's being an asshole, you guys already know. Rabbit does not play fucking games when it comes to life shit. I like playing video games. Hence the channel name, Rabbit Plays Games, and holla! That is amazing. So yes, I guess in one sense I do play games, but in another sense, I get so annoyed when people bullshit and beat around the bush or are insincere with things that they say, so that is not me. And as a result of that, even though I'm not combative yet still straightforward, I think like people know that what they see is what they get with me, and there aren't really any surprises. So if I say I'll do something, I'll do it. I mean, within reason, you know, as long as I didn't have something else more pressing arise. But especially when it comes to like collaborating with people at work or pitching in on a project that needs more hands and they're just not, that department's not getting the help and support that they need to get it done within the span of time that they were quoted, you know, I have no problem with just saying, hey, you know, I will be there.
Miss Nico, can I talk to you?
Huh? What is it? You gonna give me something?
I've been wondering about something. Is that clothes or the skin of your body?
Hey, how rude. Why do you want to know?
Yeah, I've been wondering about it too.
Is that fairy silk? Or divine beast fur? What is it?
I want to know! Hey now, you guys stay away from me.
We won't do anything, Nico. No one would care if they saw you naked.
Hey, come on, back off!
How weird. Okay.
You needn't be so scared.
You would think she would just answer them.
Gil wants to talk to Dragonfly Woman.
Well, that was an interesting conversation. Not sure what I think about that, but let's just keep on going and pretend that did not happen. I don't even remember what direction I was going in. And 1 second, you guys, I might have to cough. Oh my goodness, that kind of took me by surprise. I feel like every time I play this game, I'm coughing or sneezing or my nose is stuffy or I have a headache. You guys probably think I'm always sick with something, but I swear I am not. I feel great today. I'm just a little tired, but I guess to continue that thought about, I'm always willing to pitch in and help other people meet their deadlines as long as it doesn't encroach on my deadlines or my ability to fulfill my duties and my promises to other people. So, as a result of that, I've never really had workplace issues. I know some people, they'll have 1 or 2 people that they just can't bear to work with because they drive them crazy. And don't get me wrong, I have had shitty bosses or shitty peers that I've had to work with that drive me nuts, and I'll bitch about them to you guys, but we can still talk openly and I still can work with them. Like, it's never been a situation with me where I just can't get my work done if I'm assigned a project with so-and-so. So I guess, with all that being said, I'm trying to explain that I am forming great work relationships with certain people, and I would even say that I've made a really good friend, and I love her so much. She's just so wonderful and sweet and already means quite a lot to me. And my husband makes fun of me because I have historically pursued friendships with people much older than me. Not for any particular reason. It's not something that I'm aware of or, intentionally trying to do. It's not like I'm thinking to myself, how old is this person? Oh, nope, they're too young for me to be friends with. Or, oh, nope, they're too old for me to be friends with. It's never been something like that. It's always just kind of happened, and people that I've just felt I could be open with or that I can share my life with and know that my history will be listened to and they'll give a shit, and things that I'm struggling with, if it's emotionally or whatever, that I'm not being judged. Those are the standards that I guess I want to hold my friends to. Can I speak with you openly and honestly? And when I do speak with you openly and honestly about things that are going on with me, are you actually listening? Do you actually give a shit? Or are you judging me or gossiping about me behind my back to other people? I just think it's important to know who you are confiding in. And I don't know why it's worked out this way, but it just has, that in the past, some of my dearest friends have just always been like 20 or 30 years older than me. So this woman in particular, I just call her MK. Her name is really long, and she's just as sweet as pie, you guys. Just adore her. Her daughters are pretty close to my age. One is 20, and then the other one is 17. I think both girls recently had birthdays, so 20 and 17 sounds right to me right now. So, give or take a year. All you need to know is one is doing her undergrad, and then the other one is in the latter parts of high school. So MK is just so sweet, and I love talking to her. I just feel like every day I spend with her, we just get closer and closer. And over the last 2 weeks, I want to say maybe 3 weeks, during our lunch breaks, we'll go on little 30-minute walks or 20-minute walks, just depending on how much time we have. And it's great. I feel like we share so much, and she is, I think, 51, maybe 52, and, you know, you would think that I'd end up being closer to her daughters, but, I mean, she and I are just bosom buddies, you know? If we could just get a third person, maybe we could be the Golden Girls. Okay, maybe not quite, but you guys know what I'm saying. Another one of these! I love the way these look. They're so adorable and beautiful. That's actually what I thought Kai was going to end up looking like, but he did not. Instead, he's kind of a locusty, grasshoppery thing. But I think this is a more manly form for Kai to have anyway. I don't know how he would feel about being a moth. But the moth is adorable. I think it's cute. Okay, so that's another egg. Another Yagobak. Bagik, I guess. Let me not end too early its name. And geez, I just have so much shit. Look at all these books. I need to find another one of those mixing plants is what needs to happen. And you guys already know I'm just going to be combining whatever I have until I get this last Drac egg. I do have a spare Aldracic egg, so maybe I should be using it for mixing? I don't know. Anyway, finally, new territory, and holy shit, this place sounds creepy. Comma, give it to me, baby. Ooh, yeah. Actually, I don't know why this just occurred to me. I think one of the comma that we found already is the next form for Kai. The next poison, I think, spell. Maybe? I wasn't even paying attention. I feel like whenever I play this game, I just get so sucked into my Dear Diary mode and sharing all my shit with you. Just because there's so much downtime, you know? If I wasn't sharing, I feel this entire Let's Play would be silence and the occasional bit of plot development and plot progression. But that's fine with me. Games like this and As Your Dreams, they just require a lot of downtime and patience on your behalf as you kind of go through the tedium of repeat fights and exploring the same shit over and over again. But I truthfully don't mind. I just wish they changed up the ways that the forest looked. I still feel they're a little bit bland, and they still look very similar. I'm wondering if I should fight him, just in case we get another extract. You guys know what I'm saying? And it's really not too much effort to kill these things anyway. But I really, really wish that they would have diversified some of these islands and levels just a little bit more. I think it's nice that they at least tried to alter the environments a little bit. So some places have sandstorms, some places are raining or have a mist or fog present, whereas the earlier elemental forests did not have those elements available. So I think that's nice that they tried to switch things up a little bit, but it's not enough. The levels still feel too similar, to me anyway. And I'm sure it gets a little bit boring to watch too when it's like, oh great, she's in the same place, just looks a little different. This one has a sandstorm, whereas the previous one had, what, like little wispy bits of bullshit? And I wonder, can I get the initiative on this guy? Perfect. You are going down, my friend. Well, hopefully this means we'll be able to find the boss and kick his ass before we hit 20 minutes. I think we're making pretty good time. I mean, we're so ahead of the game in terms of our levels that, honestly, I don't really think we've had too much to worry about. I probably should be switching things up, though. We're seeing Kai losing a little bit of mana here. Stop it. You better stop, you asshole. Oh, you are so dead. Try as you might, you cannot survive. Mwahaha. This game brings out the worst in me, I swear. Alright, well, ooh, he is now maxed. crusty, so I hope I have a new sleep form.
What are you doing? Looking for bug divine beasts?
Huh? Not exactly.
I feel sorry for you if you don't know the power of their magic.
But their health points are low and they're just bugs. They're no good in battle.
When might is right, then of justice there is none. Don't you know that? We are intellectuals. We can't keep company with one who relies on physical strength alone. We're on a different level, so I think nothing of it if we lose.
How annoying. I don't want to lose either.
I would definitely say this guy is totally annoying. You can call yourself an intellectual if you want to.
Tastes in battle, they're a matter of style.
I was kind of hoping we were going to end up fighting for another medal, but I see the game was not feeling too generous, and I apologize for coughing in the background. I don't even know what's going on with me. I don't feel sick, and yet my throat is hurting a little bit. I certainly can't be, even if, let's say I get a little cold, I certainly cannot be as ill as I was a few weeks back. Oh man, that kind of kicked my booty, as you all are well aware, but I haven't been sick now for, maybe it's been a month? It's been at least 3 weeks that I've been well, so I don't know what is going on. Let's just hope it doesn't get any worse. I'm not a big medication taker, but perhaps I should take some NyQuil tonight just to make sure that I nip this in the bud before it gets out of control. And really, you guys, fucking I do need a spell that damages everyone on the enemy team, because I hate this when they attack different people and then one survives, or they both end up surviving because they attack different people, yet both of them are ridiculously low and close to being dead. It's just, game, why you troll so hard? But he's gone now. Patrick will clean up this mess. Goodbye. So poor Krusty is now at max, which is something I referenced earlier, that once they hit level 20, it's kind of game over. So you have to merge them. Yeah, to next level is 0. So I really need to find the next sleep divine beast, assuming that there is one. Okay, so this is here. Let me just identify. Oh my gosh, I keep running into that guy's blocking that. There's this one. And then that is up here. Okay, so we're pretty close to being up on time. Let's kill this guy, and then I guess we'll just save the boss for the next episode. I don't want to continue exploring the ogre vines and then let's get into the boss fight and it makes this episode last 23, 24, maybe even 25 minutes. I'd rather keep it short, sweet, under 20, or at least at 20 on the dot. So we'll kill this guy. And then we'll worry about that moth creature when we come back and are heading to the Princess Vine itself. So, thank you so much for joining me for yet another episode of Jade Cocoon 2. As always, I am your host, Rabbit, and I really appreciate you guys joining me for this Let's Play. So, I will see you in just a moment in our next episode.